back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this particular story time is one that is particularly sensitive to me, and I'll kind of explain how that has left me as a person and how it has subconsciously just affected me all around. It is a bit more serious than majority of my story times. So by the title of this video, you already know that I'm going to be talking about the time I was told that my hair was not professional. Oh my god, just saying that about my hair just really pisses me off, to say the least. But anyway, let me just get right into it. So this all goes back to when I used to work for this promo agency. I used to work for two actually at the time. Another one was, a campaign that ran out through the entire year. And then another one that I used to work for was, one where I would be called in and then the coordinator would ask if I'm interested in this campaign, and then I'd have to send my pictures, and then she'd have to come back to me and approve if the client actually wants to work with me. So the agency was relatively new and they were still trying to find their feet. I was more reliant on the other agency that was more consistent. We'll call them Promo Agency 1 and Promo Agency 2 for story's sake. Promo Agency 1 is the campaign that runs out for the entire year, and then Promo Agency 2 is the new agency that's still trying to find their feet. Got it? Cool. With Promo Agency 1, I would be called in for work literally every weekend and on public holidays from beginning of the year till the end of the year, whilst with the other one, that wouldn't be the case. So what happened was, this chick who was a coordinator for Promo Agency 2 asked if I wanted to, do a campaign. So the campaign's client was one of the biggest commercial banks in South Africa, and I want to emphasize on this to give you a clear perspective of how deferred corporate companies can get with this particular topic. I really want to make that clear. Now, keep that in mind. This chick asks me if I'd like to do a campaign with those guys, okay? So we go through the whole process of me sending in my pictures and then the company approving, to want to work with me. Cool. So I want to say this was on somewhere during the week, and I was supposed to attend a briefing on Friday because on Saturday it was going to be that promo campaign for that biggest commercial bank. So I realized that I had double booked myself because I was supposed to go into work for both Promo Agency 1 and Promo Agency 2 on the Saturday. So I just figured, you know what? I've been working since January for Promo Agency 1's campaign, and I'm kind of looking to broaden my promo clientele. So let me just call it to say that I'm not able to make it to work. So come Friday, I attend the briefing. The briefing was somewhere in some office park. So we get there and we are told to go into this boardroom, and that's where the briefing is going to take place. There I meet this guy that I will never forget, this guy that scarred me for my entire life. So it was this Indian guy, and he had like shoulder length wavy hair, okay? Emphasis on that too. And now, so he was the one who was basically giving out the briefing. There were some of his colleagues there. And yeah, so it was cool, and they were basically showing us what they were all about, and it was really awesome. I was actually excited, to be doing this campaign because it seemed like it was going to be fun. It was going to be about us attending a school rugby tournament. So I think the school rugby tournament had started, and I think that commercial bank was one of their biggest sponsors. And so our job as the promoters was just to get to those schools that we're going to be assigned to and basically set up shop and give pupils freebies. It seemed like it was really going to be, you know, an easygoing, super chilled campaign. And I was very excited, honestly, you guys. So now here I am sitting in that boardroom, and there's like about 8 more people in there who were also going to be a part of the campaign and basically promoting for the commercial bank. And now this guy gives off the brief. Then right in the middle of the briefing, he goes and he's like, okay, now it's time to discuss how you have to look like during the promotion tomorrow. And he begins to say, now that hair is definitely not allowed, and points at my afro. So I'm gonna place the picture right here. So this is exactly how I looked like. I had just, you know, undone my hair. I do a lot of braids. Like, I'm always in braids 90% of the times. And whenever I give my hair a breather, I'll kind of maybe wear a wig just to rest my head from braiding. But that particular moment, I decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna let my natural hair be. And I remember my mom telling me how much of beautiful hair I have and how she just didn't understand how I would always, you know, hide it for some reason.
I tell you all the time.
Yes, you do. Now this is the reason why. Stick around to hear the entire story. So I go there with so much confidence, rocking my natural hair. And this guy makes a very negative example off of my hair. It's like, this hair is very inappropriate. You cannot have hair like this. For some reason, I don't know if he was so ignorant to the fact that he thought maybe, I don't know, I didn't comb my hair. I just don't understand what his thinking was behind that statement. But he just seemed so like disgusted by my hair, and he seemed like he just didn't understand how I made the promo list of the people that were going to be promoting for that rugby tournament. Like, I really don't understand what was the big deal. It was going to be a sports day. You know what I mean? It was going to be a freaking sports day, for crying out loud. Anyway, let me not be too sensitive about this. Yeah. So then after that, he goes on to say, no, you can't come with that hair tomorrow. And as he keeps on bringing the briefing, he keeps referring to my hair constantly. You know, I just wanted to disappear at that moment. It was literally one of the worst moments in my life, the embarrassment, and I just didn't understand what he got off from doing that. You know what? That moment literally scarred me even towards my adulthood right now, because now I'm so conscious of the fact that my hair might not be professional enough for some environments. And I understand the fact that his ignorance isn't my fault. And I also understand that it's very important to push those natural hair movements, you guys, because of things like this.
So did you have anyone to tell about this
from the boardroom? The bank. Well, it's kind of like, I think they're contractors of the commercial bank, so they work for a completely different division to an actual commercial bank, you know what I mean? So I suppose they just run the campaigns of that bank.
So you essentially couldn't tell anyone, basically.
I essentially couldn't tell anybody. I had nobody I could report to, basically. But yeah, so he got away with it, and it was so ironic, you know, the fact that he had like shoulder length wavy hair, because you'd expect that, okay, for male to have professional hair, you need to like cut your hair short, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know what was more upsetting, the fact that he thought my hair was inappropriate, or the fact that he thought his hair wasn't. So after that, I just was so upset and I was so overwhelmed with emotion, but I just couldn't show it. Towards the end of the briefing, there's like this girl, she was white and she had like two like bands, and she had let her hair loose. She was chilling, wearing a tracksuit and whatnot. Right before the end of the briefing, he begins to say, you know, I think that you guys, points myself and that girl, you guys shouldn't come with this hair, this type of hair tomorrow. You have to do something about it because no, it's not professional. And in my head, I'm thinking, wow, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. So now you just realized that what you've been doing may have racial undertones. And now you are trying to include that other white girl to make it seem like it was genuinely our hair was just so fucking messy. You know what I mean? And you know what, to be honest, that other girl's hair was not messy at all, you guys. I'll try to find a picture for you guys and insert the type of hair she has. And tell me if I'm going crazy. So now, after that whole thing, I just, you know, I left. And I was certain that there was no fucking way I was gonna call off my job from promo agent 1 only to work for people that have that sort of mentality. There's no way I was gonna do that. So what I did was I went home, I called my coordinator from promo agency 2, and I was like, I don't think I'll be able to work tomorrow. She was a very easygoing girl and she had bald head, and she rocked her bald head, so beautiful. And she really understood. So I just told her what happened, and I just, you know, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like, that company just was trying to break my soul. And she understood, and she was like, I'm sorry that happened to you, and that was the end of it. And you know, ironically, after a couple of months down the line, when I was doing one of my gigs with promo agency 1, this lady who was shopping at the store that I was working in at the time comes to me, and she's like a very graceful middle-aged Indian lady, and she comes up to me and she's like, you're the most beautiful girl, because I was wearing my natural hair. I had an afro and I kind of, you know, like put it back like in a bun, but not very tight. So from afar you probably think I had a mini afro. And she was like, you're so beautiful, you're the most beautiful girl, and your hair is so beautiful. And I was just like, wow, the universe must be trying to tell me something, or God must have sent this lady to, you know, come mend my heart. So it was very ironic, you know, that wow, we live with such different people in this world. So you guys, without taking more of your time, I just want to wrap up this video. I think it's very important that we support natural hair movements, you know, to kind of change that narrative that, you know, professional spaces have of what is unprofessional and what is professional. So I think it's very important that we come together in solidarity and fight to freaking demolish that type of setting, that type of mentality, because that literally has the most racist undertones, and it's very important that we do something about it. Yeah, you guys, I suppose now that's why I flock to braids rather than my actual natural hair. Some people ask me, how long is your hair? Because they realize that they've never seen my hair ever. But that moment really had a lot to do with how I feel about my hair right now. Although I am constantly trying to be very confident about the fact that my hair is beautiful, my hair is natural, and my hair is the perfect representation of my identity. You know, being African is inherent in me, and that goes with my very coil, you know, small curls. and there isn't anything I can do about that but to love myself as is. But it kind of makes it a bit difficult at times when professional big corporate spaces come back and tell you that you're not good enough. But yeah, it's 2020 and a lot has been done about that. So y'all, you guys, keep up the good work. So yeah, I'm gonna be wrapping this video here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked anything that I had to say, please leave a comment down in the comment section below, and also leave me a like. Please do also subscribe. Guys, I feel like you should make sure to click on that notification bell below, or somewhere, a notification bell. I think it's near the subscription button, so that you're notified every single time I drop a new video. I'll be dropping a video every single day, so I kind of want you guys to be up to par. And yeah, I've got a lot of content lined up for you guys, and please don't forget to give me feedback on if you like my comment and what you'd like to see me do on the channel. Thank you so much. Bye.